Hello and welcome back to my Warhammer 40k journey. This is Chicago Reacts and my name is Lauren. Today I am going to be reacting to Heavy Flamer Heresy Space Hulk Deathwing. It is a Russian Badger feature. I'm very excited. I enjoy the Russian Badger stuff and I'm enjoying the Warhammer stuff. So I am excited to see what putting these two things together is going to do for me here. And so yeah, without further ado, let's get going. We're gonna do my, if I say something is really cool, we're gonna take a drink, because I seem to say that a lot in these videos. And if I say something just incredibly dumb, we can also take a drink for that. But those are gonna be our two rules. If I say something really dumb, or if I say something is really cool, that's when we'll take a drink. So I think that should do it. And now, let us go.
Brother, get the flamer. The Heavy Flamer.
We are the angels of death. My furies may manifest. Feel the weight of the chapter's finest.
I would like to file a complaint.
I love how indiscriminate you are with your flame. You don't need to whip it like a noodle in a swimming pool.
Why not?
Virgin in flame.
Burn in holy fire.
The time has come, brothers. No mercy.
Excellent.
Shitpost / heresy alert. If you're offended when someone goofs up the lore or talks shit about your favorite chapter of Space Marines, please. Welcome to the grim
Isn't me. I'm a chaos agent.
darkness of the future, where peace, happiness, and prosperity have been replaced by war, death, and destruction. Not necessarily in that order, but necessarily in mass quantities.
I will endure 1,000 deaths before I yield.
In the last episode, 9 months ago, we were introduced to the sentient fungi known as the orcs. The Corn Wars.
I don't know if I saw that one. Perhaps for next time.
Worshipping heretics known as the forces of chaos that make the civilian casualties of World War II look like a picnic.
Skulls for the skull throne! Blood for the blood god!
List of Cornate massacres. This list is incomplete. You can help by expanding it.
And most importantly, the Space Marines of the Imperium of Man, led by the venerate Emperor himself.
We are one in the Emperor and the will of man.
And as much as I'd love to hear about your hyper-intelligent Dark Elder waifu, the dumbass weeaboo space communists, and the rattle me bones robots, the Xenos stealing your shit this time around are the Gene Stealer Tyranids.
Your infestation spreads no further, alien.
It may sound like despotic deja vu for someone to be stealing your shit again, but that's usually the way these 40k games go. Xenos are either killing something, breaking something, or stealing something. You're deployed to intervene, you realize the shit is fucked, and you may as well blow it all up anyways, and then you blow it all up.
Sounds good to me. I will drink to that. This is just a Prosecco Rosé, by the way. It's still early in the day, so I'm not going hard.
Can survive the flame.
Which may beg the question from your perspective, why not just blow it all up in the first place? Like Exterminatus nuke from orbit. And to that I retort,
Because it is the Emperor's will, and also purging is really, really fun, brother.
the Gene Stealer.
I thought that might be the case.
On one of your space hulks called the Elethros, and you're the librarian in charge of salvaging anything of value and purging the Xeno filth.
Your heresy starts here!
Alongside Devastator Barakeel, Apothecary Nahum, and Shotcaller Belial, you make up Deathwing, the first company of the Dark Angels chapter.
We are the angels of death.
The whole Dark Angels in bone white armor may be a little confusing, but it's only Deathwing.
I would imagine, though, that's, you know, they can wear white armor and still be dark angels because the shit they do is dark, right? I would imagine that makes a certain amount of sense. Oh God, we're so early in.
The rest of the Dark Angels are actually green, even though the Salamanders are already green. But the Salamanders are almost always on fire, so it's not that hard to—
Brother, enough with the lore!
Brothers, retribution is at hand. It is our strength. We are the sons of Caliban. Let fury guide your weapons.
Okay, so I don't remember who Caliban is. All I can think of is the fish monster guy from The Tempest, cause that's the type of nerd I am.
Let vengeance be your song. We are the angels of death, and our enemies shall fall.
Decked out in Terminator armor,
enemies.
you're larger and more formidable than your ordinary Space Marine, but not so huge that you can't fit through doorways like a menacing full-size dreadnought.
That would be hilarious.
And you better believe you're gonna need this intimidating armor, because the Gene Stealers you're up against, well, they're not
Apex Hungry Boy.
small.
By the Emperor, can the Xenos get any bigger?
And you may be thinking, at least I have 2 Dark Angel Terminators to help me.
Wrong.
I know it may be heresy to shit-talk fellow Terminators.
Bold words for someone in assault cannon range.
Delete this heresy.
Heresy, it burns. We heard you were talking shit, brother.
But short of dispensing a few cookie-cutter voice lines and soaking up damage, they are useless.
Queen of the Angels of Death. That is like one single Xeno. Steady yourself, brother.
Discipline is their sole strength, as in even if they are on the brink of death, they will not heal themselves unless you instruct them to.
I die standing.
So if you really want to get heretical, you can instruct Apothecary Nahum to constantly juice himself up with self-heals like a fiending junkie, and he becomes a Tyranid Broodlord punching bag while you inflict heavy damage on whatever's attempting to eat you.
Okay.
Fate is not the right word, brother. I prefer expeditionary Tyranid punching bag.
Your skill tree allows you to make these fellow brothers of yours more powerful, yourself more powerful, or grant additional purging abilities, and I sure as shit didn't blow any of it on them.
Yes, Brother Barricade, I realize you want better armor, but I can now purge heretics in 3 different kinds of fire.
At least your objectives are simple, because you'll usually see a one-word description like
Fight.
or destroy off in the distance, and I think you already know what the hell you're doing here. So let me save my breath.
The Xenos are coming. We have to exterminate them at all costs.
I'm gonna need more Bolter for this heresy. I'm confused by this heresy, brother. Are the foul Xenos just purging themselves?
Predictably, once this string of objectives is complete, you realize the Gene Stealers lived up to their names by stealing your genes and decide to incinerate the place Exterminatus style.
It was impossible to remove the traces of our gene seed from the bodies of the aliens. So Grandmaster Belial vowed to destroy everything instead.
Consider this a clear division in the video.
Our guns have fallen silent, brother.
Because the single player, especially on the No Mercy difficulty, can be a frustrating, overwhelming with annoyance, and underwhelming with content experience where you feel like a lone guardsman against a legion of Xenos. Let me tell you about the Tyranids. But the multiplayer is 5 times better, a totally different animal, and it feels heretical even looping it in with a single player, because it's a completely distinct experience.
Xenophobia increases.
You know you're in a 40K game when instead of saying waiting for players, it's waiting for brothers.
Waiting for brother.
I'm getting too loyal for this shit. Brother. Look at Psycho. He's ready to smack a heretic.
What's up?
First of all, multiplayer allows you to play 6 classes instead of just 1. Not that I hated playing a
My
librarian,
face, but I don't know what a librarian looks like because I can't fucking read.
but heavy weapon specialty granted me an assault cannon and abilities like Zero Spread, a devastating mine, and a virtual A10 Warthog for an arm.
All right. Okay. So this is cool because there I go. This is cool because, as I've said, if I get enough people who want to see me attempt to play Warhammer via the Twitch, I will. So I'm enjoying this for me to get some tips and hints, because my version of playing a lot of video games does tend to involve me getting trapped on walls. So I am enjoying getting to know some actual game mechanics for this one. And also it'd be good to do like a multiplayer, so apparently that's what I would be doing then. I like it.
Blood Ravens be like, me, an intellectual.
Oh my god.
Oh, the size range.
No, you got
I
this.
think
No,
I
you
can get
bitch.
both my ults.
Look at
Watch.
him. Look at him.
That's zero accuracy on that rate of fire.
Easy for somebody
Killed
with
it.
a fucking A10 Warthog strapped to their arm to say.
Run to me, brother. They'll all get fucked if they run into it. Just watch. Done.
Apothecaries are important because with half the Tyranids being able to tear through your armor like a Cheetos bag, you're gonna need an answer to your H key, which happens to be a needle drill the size of a baseball bat.
Stimulant deployed. Apothecary require medical supplies.
Brother, I need an apothecary.
Why does the apothecary remind me of a Big Daddy?
This Tyranid whispered in my ear he needed one too.
You would do that. You would do that. The apothecary walks up to you. You think he's gonna heal you. You think he's gonna heal you by stabbing you with his needle. He just punches you in the face.
Whatever, I'm going in.
Hold on, brother. Hold on, brother. The cooldown. There, I'm gonna drill your ass.
By the way,
there you go. Hey, man, how many fingers am I holding up? Turn off your heavy flamer so I can tell you. Hold on, I'll get you. There you go.
Thank you, brother.
Tactical specialty was a must-have because he can revive a fallen brother.
Your duty is not done, brother.
And
Wake up!
Chaplain is a no-brainer because he can revive 3 fallen brothers, temporarily reflect all incoming damage, and temporarily become invincible.
And I like his little tea party having skeletons on his chest plate. Those are cute. I know they're not having a tea party. Don't at me.
Which makes him broken as shit, the best looking, and overall a force to be reckoned with.
Pain is meaningless to me.
Can I speak to your manager?
The point I'm making with all of this fuss about classes is that multiplayer offers both variety and specialization, whether you're looking for something different or you just want to play someone that suits your style. You can move far beyond the librarian of the single player, and Retribution just isn't the same without your brothers.
Brothers, to partake in our crusade is to be immortal.
It's worth mentioning at this point to turn Codex rules on because it is a far less grindy experience, and more importantly, friendly fire is off. With the amount of heavy flamers we run, I'd say the Codex Astartes does support this action.
We may get birds, brothers.
Yeah, the first thing that you do, of course. Yeah.
The space book says this is bad.
Don't
The Spacebook says this is bad.
There's no need to do that.
Oh my god.
Do that in the codex. Well, I can't read. Just roast my flames.
Everybody gangster until Lolly Rick pull out the heavy flamer. Which conveniently leads me to my next point. Weapons.
I'm gonna need a heavy flamer for this heresy.
In the single player, you've got to use a versatile weapon. You've got big targets, small targets, close targets, distant targets, so much of the arsenal you can't use because it doesn't meet all those requirements. Take the Redemption, for example, the badass scatterbolter that blasts Xenos away in a ricochet of righteous steel.
Death to the enemy!
God, the ragdoll with that is so good, Heavenly.
Yeah, it just
You
flew
shoot them
across the
so far.
Stormbolter and Stormbolter.
Yo, this
Mark.
shit ricochets? What the fuck?
Yup.
In the single player,
I like a
you don't have the
ricochet.
range to hit the dudes with Grimdark Panzer Shreks or anything at a distance for that matter, and your brain-dead brethren sure as shit won't notice them, so you're boned due to lack of range. But in multiplayer, you can combine your Redemption with a Heavy Flamer, Spear of Caliban, and Stormbolter for coverage at all ranges. You cover your brother up close while they cover anything at a distance.
For the Emperor!
That's also the reason why Melee is a bit of a joke, because on normal difficulty, I love crushing heretics and merciless retribution.
My faith is
Yeah.
my shield.
By all accounts, it was no more than a hulking mass of steel.
But with any higher difficulty, it just doesn't work. Not
That's a
only
bummer.
because Tyranids specialize in melee combat as apex predators, but so many Gene Stealers can one-shot you, it's paramount to purge them before they get close. Furthermore, damage is localized, as in if a Gene Stealer chomps your right arm, you can't shoot, and slashes your legs, you can't run away.
Oh, that's actually really cool. Like there I go. As a game mechanic, you don't see that very often where the thing hits you and it matters. I like that a lot, actually. I'm taking a drink for being cool. But I don't know, like that's interesting to me as well because again, I think Russian Badger likes the multiplayer mode in every game that he plays, and that makes sense. It's more fun to play with other people than it is just to play by yourself. So that fully tracks. I understand that. I would probably, if I do a playthrough of this myself, or like if I do a campaign or something, however it works, I would probably try some single player just to get like a handle on how to move around. And potentially some of the aiming or maybe some strategy and stuff. But then I think I would like to play the multiplayer. That just sounds like a lot of fun. So hey, again, get enough people who want to play or want to see me play. I will play with you. We could do a multiplayer thing potentially. I think that could be fun. That would be enjoyable for me.
So again, melee is a tough sell.
I cannot move.
Good.
It's a power fist with every heavy weapon, so it may not be a sword or an axe, but you can still smack a heretic.
Feel the might of the chapter's finest.
I like to smack a heretic. I'll smack anybody. I'll just smack stuff. I think that would be enjoyable. But that's just me.
You get the point I'm hammering at. Every weapon in the arsenal is at your disposal with brothers by your side in multiplayer, instead of a handful of versatile ones in the single player, which means more fun, more purging, and of course, indiscriminate use of the heavy flamer.
Burn in holy fire.
I always like a flamethrower.
Flamer so that I can see. First of all, this is a heavy flamer. Why are you flaming me? I'm right.
My flame does not discriminate.
I'm an equal opportunity flamer.
Equal opportunity purging. Hey, 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 hey. No.
You look like a disciplining mother with like a spray bottle. Heavy flamer.
No. No.
Bad cat.
For a reason, because the Xenos you're up against I like to categorize as apex predators,
Wow.
suicidal apex predators, and apex predators so large that they can only be described as virtually immortal.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Didn't even like stay in the
Out of
screen.
my way, Clue! Out of my way!
I'm too chunky.
Yeah. Oh, get behind the man with the assault cannon.
Gotcha. You'll come up in a second.
No, we'll be fine, Clue. You gotta
Holy shit.
Flamer, he'll go down. There you go. Technically, the Scythe Strain is virtually immortal, and the Brood Lord is virtually immortal and psychic. So, rule of thumb, Cthulhu-looking Xenos are superior to non-Cthulhu-looking Xenos.
What is this? Get behind me, brother.
And if it's a 20-foot-tall praying mantis bug-looking thing that just cuts your buddy in half and doesn't go down with an initial burst, it's either a Scythe Strain or a Brood Lord, and you may want to start a tactical withdrawal, because 2 more are on their way.
Oh God.
Now for victory later.
All right, everything you got.
Why not
Everything you
ice,
got
boys?
to the Brood Lord on the right. Just do the one close to the objective. As soon as he gets here, Goose, hit your reflect,
Yeah,
and
come on.
after it's done, hit your
getting
invincible.
I have to bounce back. I got the reflect damage.
You're honestly not going to be able to see anything. Just keep
Yep,
tanking him. We got a heavy
he's
flamer
down.
and assault cannon just laying into him.
Goose.
It doesn't
What?
matter.
Oh my God.
They gotta be so chunked.
down.
They gotta be so
SMH my
I
chunked.
got you. I got you. You're coming back.
That's
Thank
one
you, thank
down. One down.
SMH my damn head, bro.
That's it. That's
think
it.
I'm not-
They're
I can't
toast.
see a
They're
fucking
toast.
thing.
When the 20-foot-tall,
Wow.
perfect apex predator gets mowed down by a bunch of dipshit farmers with flashlights.
I could rant
Yes.
about the bullshit psychers that can one-shot you with heresy, but I don't want this video to quadruple in length for the sake of Xeno
Too many
sorcery
arms.
space magic.
I am calm. What sorcery is this?
Yet no matter how terrifying the Xenos you're faced with, they all have a glaring weakness with no known counter. Doors.
This is a point of strategic import.
It may sound weird that doors are the pinnacle of strategy in Deathwing, but deciding whether to lock them, unlock them, or simply power fist them open for a rapid escape is the closest it comes to chess.
I like that option too.
Rubble.
You're insisting on a risk.
Yeah, door.
Oil on doors. These are the most important things. Not even fucking fire pirates can get through that shit.
That's how you go through doors. This is gonna keep him out, right?
Clip through them.
Yes,
Don't
if
do
you
it.
hack it. Oh, let's close this door behind us. Oh wait, we can't.
Oh,
And this
wait.
is where I'd lock the door.
If there was one. Yep.
All right, this is what we're actually supposed to do now. Come, no, come through. Why are you like this?
Get in here, brother. I'll block it. I'll block it. I'll block it. I can
block
shut
that
it.
shit,
No,
yeah.
I'll get it. Oh, I can hear him right there.
Oh wow.
The hive timer from last mission.
He is right there, and he is so mad.
Can't get through.
Brother. We do not want your Girl Scout cookies, brother.
It should also be mentioned that doors and entryways are the most dangerous adversary in all of the Elethros because they can swallow you without mercy or meaning.
There's a lot of yeah, he's
Hit him,
probably
I'll
in
just
this
hit him.
thing
Oh, that
hasn't
seems
opened
fair.
up.
That seems fair. I gotta purge this heresy right.
Looks like heresy to me, brother.
I don't see
ya.
anybody.
Heresy is now airborne. Get this off my screen.
Why is he up there?
I'm on fire though. I don't give a shit.
Open the door. Open the door.
I'm trying.
Brother,
Brother!
It's blocked.
So it's just stuck there like a big piece of shit? The Codex Astartes does not support this action.
Brother, I am pinned here!
If you don't get stuck, you'll experience the best
Ooh,
the game
pretty.
has to offer outside of the heavy flamer, which is the environment. From the biggest freezer in the universe to the massive cathedrals, holy shit is
Yeah, it looks like Notre
Does
Dame.
the architecture bring honor to the Emperor? Yes. Are we overloading the reactor to purge it all in flame in 20 minutes?
Also, yes.
Look at my
Oh, hey!
freezing my ass off in here.
I wrote this video. It's fine.
Such a good solution. Brother.
Brother, are you cold?
Brother, I am chilled here.
And the better decisions you make, the longer you'll stay alive, the more purging you'll do, and the more renown you'll earn to spend on upgrades like faster reloads, beefier health, and weapons that never jam.
I don't always jam my spirit Caliban, but when I do, it's because the sight strain is breathing on my face.
My face when I see a hive tyrant and I'm reloading.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Resilient increases HP
Oh,
by 30%.
TikTok, what
for
have you
each
allowed?
Body part. A
What have
fellow
you wrought?
Space Marine just walks up and jabs you in the arm. You're still at 100%.
Cosmetics are available too, which you can frown upon all you want, but you've really got to grind for them, and at least they aren't microtransactions.
The skins is the
I like that.
indomitable assault cannon of wrath.
Holy shit, Psycho, that's such a neat skin. Fuck.
I want that.
Traitor's Doom, Destruction's Glory, the voice of devastation, torment of defiance, and pain of the heretic.
Okay.
Jesus.
Wait, is that?
Wait. I can really ham that up. Just
Bane of the Heretic.
There it is.
Torment of Defiance. Traitor's Doom. Destruction's Glory. Voice of Devastation.
I like Destruction's Glory. It was pretty.
Glad that I successfully deceived you until the end of the video, because the greatest enemy in the entire game? Frame rates. Even with a monster rig of an i9 7980XE and a 2080 Ti, I consistently crater to sub 40 FPS from the sheer amount of Xeno filth and heavy flamer on my screen.
Purge them in flame!
the Emperor's finest.
Ah, yeah.
Graphics card is gonna break.
Oh my god, that's great. That's cool looking. It's firebending unlocked.
I still am at 40.
But I'm also glad and most thankful that I had my brothers beside me, because we had Jackal, who knows everything about 40k.
Lionel Johnson is the Primarch of the Dark Angels. The only reason he hasn't returned is because he's literally just asleep.
Jello, who knows next to nothing about 40k.
What is that? It's my ex-wife, Karen.
Garrett, that fits.
I
already gave you the alimony.
burn the custody paper.
Kids, I'm coming. She can't keep you from me forever.
And Heavenly, who fits somewhere in between.
Sounds like a bunch of nerds. Blood for the blood god. That's clearly some heresy.
I hope you had fun.
See, I guess that maybe I would be. I know little bits now, like Heavenly. I know some quotes. It's very helpful. All right, that's fun.
Breaking heretics in half with me.
Save you, foul Xeno!
And even if you didn't, we purged them all in flame and bounced on out of there anyways.
Their shelter has become their tomb.
The end.
I'd like to extend a solemn RIP to all of the shitters in my Discord that I banned for saying the Deathwing is trash. I don't know. Anybody I ban is the same pile of filth in my book.
Damn.
This is how I look when I ban people.
I don't remember who I killed anymore.
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
Secondly, I
yeah,
kind of miss having a boss fight. Not that I miss Xeno scum in any way, shape, or form.
I
but
always
maybe
hit them.
if there was a bigger Xeno that I got to fight that said some shit like,
Get off the ship, Spice Marine!
that could have been kind of neat, instead of just seeing a bigger and bigger Tyranid each time that didn't have a name. And thirdly, holy shit, do I ever miss unlimited sprint. I know it's not something that always goes through your mind, but when you've run like 20 feet and you are just sucking wind, damn, do I ever miss unlimited sprint. Holy God.
But I guess again, that's a little bit more in the vein of realism, right? You know, if they're gonna do the thing where it matters where the monster gets you, it makes sense that you wouldn't be able to run forever. Although I will say, in pretty much every game that there is a stamina meter like that, it's very frustrating, especially again if you're as terrible at games as I am.
With all that being said, I had a ton of fun playing this game. I had a ton of fun making this video. Anytime I just get to play in your sandbox, those of you that are really, really hardcore 40K dudes, I have a blast. In closing, I'd like to thank you guys
that was such a weird lighting shift. Okay, sorry.
very much for watching. It means the world to me that you watched to the end of the video, and I had so much fun creating content at a Warhammer 40K. It is so over the top, it is so nuts, I love every second of it. And be sure to tune in next year when we go to a Salamander's barbecue.
Oh, cool. Okay. All right, wonderful. And I appreciate the extra information at the end there, telling me where to go for extra information for the thing. I think we have it like on the computer that I'm on. I think I've seen the 40K icon, so we definitely have. I have the availability to get something. I just have to figure out what exactly it is. All right, that was fun. I enjoy Russian Badger's stuff. I enjoyed the fact that there was a lot of actual gameplay in this one and like strategy. A lot of the times it doesn't always feel like there's a ton of strategy. Sometimes it feels like there's just a lot of messing about, which is fine and again, entertaining. But I appreciated that this time there was a lot of actual like explanation and strategy. And now I want to watch the orc video, so I might do that. That was pretty good, and I like the orcs the best. That's what I have so far discovered. I like the orcs the best. They're my favorite, and I don't really want to destroy any orcs because I like them, and I think they're excellent. But all right, so that was Heavy Flamer Heresy. I do love a flamethrower, and I would like the idea of playing multiplayer. Still not good at Discord. Some of you will understand the reference I am making there. But I think it would be enjoyable to actually play this multiplayer somehow, to figure out how that works. And even if I'm going to play it single player, I'm going to maybe take his advice and try one or two of, try something I can do single player that seems like it would be fun. But in any case, I just also want to thank everyone who's like left me in several of these other videos so much information and background and details. It is really cool to read through some of those things, and I wouldn't necessarily say I've retained all of it, but I like that it's there and I can go back and reference it, and I do remember some of it, and it's a really cool world. Oh my gosh, there I go. So this is gonna be a rough one, y'all, but thank you again, and I super appreciate you. You all have been amazing. Thanks for coming with me on this journey, and I know I am just dipping my toes in right now. Like this is a deep pool, and I am really excited to continue going swimming in it. I need to figure out how to fix that metaphor. Thanks again. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video, and if you can, please just consider becoming. Wow, words. Consider becoming a Patreon. We really appreciate it. As a Patreon, you get a lot of really cool perks. You get to help decide what videos we put out. You get to help participate in polls. You get to get some content early. You can get unedited content depending on what it is. It's lots of fun stuff if you become a Patreon. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.